There's something magical about a near-flawless machine that thrives on the open road, and Yamaha has delivered plenty of those over the decades. Whether you're thinking of that timeless single-cylinder classic or the modern sport bike that stunned everyone at its debut, these motorcycles share a remarkable trait. They just keep going. Today, we're counting down 10 almost perfect Yamaha motorcycles that stand the test of time. Built to last and beloved by riders who want dependability and flair, these models still resonate, especially with folks who grew up in an era when 2 wheels and a full tank spelled absolute freedom. Let's roll back the years and explore why these Yamaha motorcycles continue to endure. Number 10. Yamaha XT500. The Yamaha XT500, launched in 1976, became an instant legend among off-road enthusiasts. According to sources like Cycle World, it introduced many American riders to the thrilling world of large displacement, single-cylinder, 4-stroke dual sport bikes. With its 499cc air-cooled engine, this bike brought a near-perfect balance of torque and simplicity. Kickstarting might have tested your leg muscles, but that was part of its rugged charm. Its success in the early Dakar rallies further cemented its place in motorcycling history. Riders loved how it tackled rough trails yet still felt friendly on back roads. Maintenance was straightforward too, making it an ideal companion for adventurers who valued longevity. Despite its relatively modest power, it became a cultural icon, something you'd see in old photos of epic desert rides or parked at a rural diner, caked in dust. True to Yamaha's reputation, many original XT500s remain in working order decades later. Number 9. Yamaha YZF R1. In 1991, Yamaha rocked the sport bike world with the YZF R1. Cited by Motorcycle News as a true game-changer, it packed a 998cc inline-4 delivering roughly 150 horsepower at the crank, quite a statement for its time. The short wheelbase and bold styling set new benchmarks in the leader bike category, prompting other manufacturers to step up. Even longtime bike lovers who had seen plenty of fast machines agreed the R1 offered a fresh surge of adrenaline. Beyond raw power, the R1 showcased top-tier engineering. Clever weight distribution and an innovative stacked gearbox design shrank the overall engine dimensions, letting the chassis handle sharper and feel remarkably nimble. Over the years, updates fine-tuned its performance while keeping the core DNA intact, reliable speed and approachable handling. The R1 didn't just attract track enthusiasts, it also drew older riders who appreciated a machine that could deliver thrilling rides yet remain true to Yamaha's reliability standards. Before we move on to the next one, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you like this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. Imagine what we could accomplish if everyone subscribed. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, is it done? Great! Thank you so much! Number 8. Yamaha SR400. Introduced internationally in the late 1970s, the SR400 and its slightly larger sibling, the SR500, holds a special place for those who favor simplicity and timeless design. It's a lightweight, air-cooled single-cylinder bike with a classic kickstarter that evokes memories of riding in the old days when everything was more hands-on. With its vintage styling and minimalistic approach, the SR400 remains relatively unchanged in form, which is why it's often referred to as the living fossil of Yamaha's lineup. According to Cycle World, the SR series kept a loyal fan base by focusing on an essential experience, no fancy electronics or over-the-top horsepower. Instead, you get a dependable single that's easy to maintain and perfect for urban commutes or casual weekend rides. Retro bike enthusiasts also love customizing it into cafe racers or scramblers, fueling a dedicated subculture. Culturally, the SR400 has bridged generations, letting older riders relive the past while introducing younger folks to a simpler style of motorcycling. Number 7. Yamaha VMAX. When the Yamaha VMAX roared onto the scene in 1985, many riders couldn't believe a cruiser would accelerate like that. With its 1198cc V4 engine and roughly 145 horsepower, this power cruiser redefined the genre. According to motorcycle.com, the VMAX was inspired by drag racing designs, featuring Yamaha's revolutionary V-Boost system, which opened butterfly valves at higher RPMs for an explosive power surge. It wasn't just about brute force though. The VMAX became a pop culture icon, gracing magazine covers and turning heads at every bike night. Riders loved its aggressive styling and deep throaty exhaust note. Over the decades, Yamaha refined the model, but the fundamental allure stayed constant: muscular looks, a commanding V4 engine, and bulletproof reliability. Those who keep theirs well maintained can attest that a classic VMAX remains a thrill ride even by modern standards. It's still one of the most easily recognizable motorcycles on the road. Number 6. Yamaha FJR 1300. The Yamaha FJR 1300, introduced in 2001, has been a favorite among sport touring enthusiasts who desire comfort without sacrificing performance. An inline-4 1298cc engine produces smooth, reliable power, while its shaft drive setup reduces maintenance hassles. Cycle World often cites it as a prime choice for cross-country rides, noting its balance between nimble handling and all-day ergonomics. One of the biggest selling points is its impressive longevity. Plenty of high-mileage FJRs are still running strong, showing minimal engine wear. The bike's design also accommodates ample storage with lockable side bags, and wind protection is enhanced by an electronically adjusted windshield. Senior riders appreciate the comfortable saddle and the fact that the FJR doesn't feel like a beast at lower speeds. By blending sporty DNA with grand touring comfort, Yamaha created a machine that gave a generation of riders a dependable companion for epic journeys and daily commutes alike. Number 5. Yamaha XJR 1300. Though not as widely marketed in the US, the Yamaha XJR 1300 has a devoted following in Europe and Asia since its debut in 1998. This air-cooled 1251cc inline-4 muscle bike has the kind of character that older riders appreciate: raw power, a sturdy steel tube frame, and classic styling that recalls an earlier era of naked roadsters. Magazines like Motorcyclist have praised its torquey performance and bulletproof engine design, noting how it manages to stay both thrilling and reliable. The XJR 1300's minimalist approach gives it a certain old-school appeal. No towering failings or complicated electronics. Just a beastly engine, simple gauges, and a commanding posture. Yamaha made incremental refinements over the years, improving suspension and braking while never losing the classic formula. It's highly regarded for its durability, and stories of riders racking up six-figure mileage with routine maintenance are common. For those who love the pure elemental feeling of a big-bore, air-cooled 4, the XJR 1300 stands proud. Number 4. Yamaha RD350. The Yamaha RD350 is one of the most celebrated two-stroke street machines of the 1970s. Released around 1973, it featured a 347cc parallel twin engine that made it frighteningly quick for its size, sparking countless drag race stories at local hangouts across America. Classic Bike magazine declared it a giant killer because it could out-accelerate many larger four-strokes of its day. Despite its high-revving nature, the RD350 wasn't a grenade waiting to go off. Yamaha's engineering, including their auto-lube oil injection system, made ownership more convenient than typical two-strokes. It also set the stage for future performance bikes, showing that small displacement could deliver serious thrills. Culturally, the RD350 became a gateway drug for speed junkies who eventually moved on to bigger machines, but many stayed loyal to the nimble handling and relatively simple mechanical setup. Even today, well-preserved RD350s remain beloved as vintage corner carvers and track day novelties. Number 3. Yamaha XTZ 750 Super Tenere. Introduced in 1989, the XT750 Super Tenere brought Yamaha's Dakar rally-winning expertise to riders craving an off-road capable adventure machine. According to Motorcycle News, it was a direct descendant of Yamaha's rally bikes, featuring a 749cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine that delivered strong mid-range torque. Paired with a robust chassis and long travel suspension, it excelled over rough terrain while maintaining decent manners on pavement. The Super Tenere name became synonymous with reliability under extreme conditions, and fans often point to the bike's success in endurance rallies and lengthy overland travels. Even in remote areas where repair shops are scarce, the XTZ 750's durable build could endure punishing trails. This opened up adventure motorcycling to a broader audience, inspiring more riders to explore backcountry roads across the globe. The legacy carried on in later models like the XT1200Z Super Tenere, but the original XTZ 750 remains a highly respected pioneer of the adventure bike category. Number 2. Yamaha Virago XV750. When the Yamaha Virago XV750 appeared in 1981, it marked Yamaha's first foray into the V-twin cruiser style. Though Harley-Davidson was the king of the American cruiser scene, Yamaha took a bold step, offering an affordable, reliable alternative that could still turn heads. With a 748cc air-cooled V-twin engine and distinctive styling, the Virago line gained immediate traction. Cycle World praised it for combining laid-back comfort with surprisingly nimble handling, something older riders found particularly appealing if they were transitioning from heavier bikes. The shaft drive and simplified maintenance routine added to its longevity. This model also carved out cultural impact by showcasing that a Japanese manufacturer could successfully challenge established cruiser norms. Over the years, variations of the Virago appeared, but the XV750 remains iconic. For a generation of riders, it offered an enticing gateway into the cruiser lifestyle without the mechanical headaches sometimes associated with older machines. Number 1. Yamaha YZ250. If you've ever thrown a leg over a dirt bike, chances are you know about the Yamaha YZ250. First introduced in 1974, it quickly built a reputation for demanding motocross tracks worldwide. Motorcycle.com describes it as one of the most influential two-stroke motocross bikes in history. The lightweight frame and lively 249cc single made it a beast on jumps, while Yamaha's steady engineering updates ensured it kept pace with evolving competition. Reliability is one reason the YZ250 stays popular. It's not unusual to see decades-old models still racing after a bit of elbow grease. Yamaha has refined its suspension and chassis over the years, making it more rider-friendly without compromising the core two-stroke punch. Riders from the 70s who remember the shriek of that two-stroke power band still grin when they recall the adrenaline rush it delivered. Even newer generations love it for its heritage, ease of maintenance, and race-winning DNA. Thanks for joining us in this run-through of Yamaha's most enduring motorcycles. Jokes aside, these are machines that do more than get you from A to B. They forge lifelong memories. Hope you found this breakdown helpful, whether you're reminiscing on simpler times or scouting your next garage companion. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss another deep dive. Safe travels and ride on, folks.